KP Leung. I've already introduced him, and Alexander Bogdanov, who is a geopolitical analyst from Moscow, and he joins us on the bottom right of your screen, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll have a couple of also other guests joining in. I'd like to start with Abdel Bari Atwan, who's editor-in-chief of Al News. He's joining us live from London. And my question to you is, what do you make of the American offer to mediate? This news just broke that the American government says that if the Russians withdraw, then the Americans are ready to mediate.
Well, I believe the American realize that, you know,
what does that mean to you?
Is prepared for a nuclear war. So they are trying to make some concession to Russia. They realize that President Putin is determined to go ahead in this war until the end. Simply, the American made a huge mistake when they never listened to the Russian demands, their strategic security demands, not to enlarge the NATO axis. So this is the problem. Russia wouldn't accept nuclear missiles on its border. So that's the biggest mistake that West did, actually. I believe this war waiting for the sparkle, waiting for the trigger, and it could be a nuclear war. What I mean by that, you know, Suez campaign in 1956 was the end of the British and the French Empire. I believe this war, if it is erupted, or could be actually the end of the American domination of the whole world. So I believe that President Biden realized that he cannot go ahead with the same rhetoric. He should sit down with the Russian and understand their security demands and give concession. Otherwise, you know, the whole world will be destroyed by the Third World War and by
what concessions?
War.
What concessions? What concessions would that be? If I may ask, what concessions would Putin want?
You know, well, the concession is very clear. And they put it on the table, the Russian put it on the table long time ago. This concession, actually, Ukraine should not be a part of NATO, should not be a part of the European Union. It should be, you know, like maybe Finland or in a way or another, like Sweden before, to be some sort of a neutral country and to be actually in the sphere of the Soviet or the new, you know, Russian Empire. That's the problem. You know, the American administration should not provoke President Putin. No.
Correct. So I would like to say this to you, Dr. Atwan. I don't know about the nuclear war part. I'm not a geopolitical expert, but I'm completely 100% in agreement with you that the Americans, and I'd like to get a response tonight from maybe Ambassador Alan Pincus. You know, my view, Ambassador Pincus, and you being a very senior diplomat of Israel to the US, my view is that the Americans provoked everything. And if the whole issue is about Ukraine's membership to NATO, there are only two options. Either Ukraine is brought into NATO or Ukraine is kept out of NATO. You